Welcome, class of 2026. In this presentation, we're going to walk you through how to fill out your junior course selection form. First, please open your PCHS email to access your electronic course selection form, which was sent to you by your school counselor. Please fill out your personal information on the top of the form, and remember that you can only type in the gray boxes. If you have any difficulty accessing the form, please email your counselor directly. There are some enrollment requirements that we want to remind you about. You need 22.25 credits to graduate and complete all required courses. You should have at least 11 credits at the end of this year to be on track to graduate. You must pass 7 semesters of PE. You must be enrolled in at least 6 courses. So that means you can only have 1 study hall in your schedule per semester, no more. If you failed a required class first semester, you must repeat that course. And it's also important to note that you look at the state university versus PCHS requirements. For example, PCHS requires students to complete 2 years of a science, but a state university would like to see at least 3 years. Another thing to look at, if you are a student athlete, you should be looking at the NCAA or NAIA requirements. And just remember, if you have already completed your course selections in an IEP meeting, then you do not need to complete this course selection form. We have renamed several current courses, and we have some changes to the course catalog. So to begin, Digital Media 1 will now be called Introduction to Digital Media and Video Production. Similarly, Digital Media 2 is renamed Advanced Digital Media and Video Production. Film Production is a new class. It is a 1-hour year-long class, and the prerequisites are Intro and Advanced Digital Media and Video Production. This course will touch on special effects, animation, and film development. Nutrition and Wellness is another new course for next year. It is a semester-long 1-hour course. It will cover advanced topics in nutrition science and lifestyle design. Nursing Assistant will be renamed Certified Nursing Assistant. Health Sciences is being renamed Intro to Health and Medical Sciences, which will be a year-long 1-hour class. Intro to Health Occupations is being renamed Health Occupations and Advanced Skill Development. It is semester long and is offered either semester. This course is intended for students who are interested in health careers, but not recommended for students interested in nursing. So those nursing students would go into health sciences. E-commerce is being renamed Finance. And Google Workspace and Microsoft Office is renamed Computer Concepts and Software Apps. Principles of Education and Training is no longer going to have the early childhood education prerequisite. We also have some new dual credit options next year. So early childhood education, advanced animal science, and welding 2 will now be offered as dual credit. Please note for the early childhood education course that students will be required to meet the expected ICC placement reading test score. In the English department, they will now offer Journalism 5 and 6, which can be taken for a semester or an entire year. It does require that students have already taken and completed Journalism number 1 through 4, and this continues students' education of various forms of modern journalism within all media realms, as well as to allow them to write for the school newspaper. In the Social Studies department, they will now offer a dual credit American History class. This is a year-long course and provides the opportunity for students to meet their PCHS U.S. history requirement, as well as earn ICC college credit. Students will be required to meet the expected ICC placement reading score. And lastly, in the PE department, they will now offer a swim class focused on lifeguard certification, which will take place only during the third 9 weeks of the school year. So similarly to years in the past, we would like for you to review your course selections with your parent or guardian and initial in the designated area to indicate that you have discussed the courses with them. While choosing your courses, be sure to read the course descriptions in the catalog, check your prerequisites to make sure you're eligible for courses, and take time to check out the elective videos. You will be typing courses and your backup elective options onto the form. And remember that unfortunately, counselors will not be able to meet with everyone individually before the forms are due. However, if you have any questions, please feel free to jot them down and type them in the notes questions section towards the bottom of the form. On Monday, January 29th, the course selection forms will be locked and automatically submitted to your counselors, so you don't need to share or make a copy or send them to your counselors. We will have access to them once they are locked. And as always, please take your course selections seriously, as these will only be changed to meet graduation requirements or to resolve a scheduling conflict. This is what your course selection form should look like. The highlighted blue subjects are required for graduation, so you'll see English, math, US history, and PE are highlighted already for you because they are required. And please note that you can only type in the gray boxes. And finally, on the right-hand side, you have the links to both the course selection website that has all those videos you can check out and the senior course catalog if you'd like to learn more about the classes and their prerequisites. So now we're going to go through your course selection form line by line, so please follow along. Line 0, Early Bird PE. If you would like to take Early Bird PE, you can select that for first or both semesters. The class starts at 6:55 a.m. and remember that the school does not provide transportation, so you would need to get a ride there for yourself or walk. Woodworking 2 is a 2-hour class and it is only offered early bird and first hour. So if you're planning on taking Woodworking 2, please select it on line 0 in the dropdown. If you're interested in taking our Certified Nursing Assistant program during Early Bird, please type it in the notes section of your form. If you're not interested in Early Bird PE, please select NA for one or both semesters of line 0. If you have chosen to participate in Early Bird, then your line 7 will become an elective line. English 1 or line 1 is for English. You are required to take 4 years of an English. So following the chart, if you are currently taking English 4, then you will select English 5 for first semester and English 6 for second semester. If you are currently taking English 3A or Speech A, you will select English 5A first semester and English 6A second semester. Now, if you feel like you have excelled in A-Track English, you can consider taking AP English Literature and Composition for the full year instead. It is recommended to discuss this with your English teacher and counselor before making a final decision. And lastly, if you are currently taking English 3 AA or Speech AA, you will select AP English Literature and Composition. Remember that all other English courses that you choose on this form will be elective courses. Line 2, math. You should all be going into your third year of math as a graduation requirement next year. So following the chart, those who are currently taking Integrated Geometry 2 will select Integrated Algebra 3 first semester and Integrated Algebra 4 second semester. Those currently enrolled in Geometry 2 will select Algebra 3 first semester and Algebra 4 second semester. Those currently enrolled in Geometry 2A will select Algebra 3A first semester and Algebra 4A second semester. And students currently taking Accelerated Math 4, you will select Pre-Calculus 1 for first semester and Pre-Calculus 2 for second semester. Line 3, U.S. History. If you are currently enrolled in U.S. History or AP U.S. History as a sophomore, then please leave line 3 open for an elective. Those that are not currently taking U.S. History or AP U.S. History will need to choose one of the following 3 options. You can choose to take regular U.S. History and type it in both semesters on line 3. If you choose AP US History, then type that into both semesters of line 3. If you choose to take the new dual credit American History 201 and 202 option, then go into both semesters of line 3 and type it in. Keep in mind that there is a required ICC reading score to be eligible for this course. Here's a reminder about science. PCHS only requires 2 years of a science for graduation, but it is recommended that students planning to attend a 4-year college take a minimum of 3 years of science. If you are interested in taking another science course, please indicate that on first and second semester of one of your elective lines. Be sure to pay close attention to any prerequisites for the science courses. Lines 4 through 6 are elective openings for you. If you failed any first semester required classes, such as English 3, then you will need to include them on your course selection form somewhere on lines 4 through 6. Electives should not be based on what your friends are taking, since there is a good chance you will not be in the same class with them next year. When making decisions for electives, consider whether the course aligns with your future career path, is an area of interest for you, or helps you meet a potential college admissions requirement. When looking at the electives list, keep in mind that those highlighted in blue are year-long courses, and those that are just white are semester-long courses. Also, electives would include any math, science, CTE, or cultural studies classes that you are wanting to take next year. The next part of the course selection form consists of choosing your electives. To view courses, you can click on the Available Courses list tab at the bottom of your form. As a reference, if you are planning to enroll in a 2-hour class, then be sure to put the course in 2 elective slots for both semesters. So for instance, Culinary Arts 2 is a 2-hour class, and it will take up 4 lines on your course selection form. Also, please pay attention to the prerequisite and dual credit indicators on the available courses list. Line 7 is for PE, JROTC, or dance. If you are in JROTC, type JROTC for both semesters, including which LET level you are in. Otherwise, type PE or dance for both semesters of line 7. If you are interested in the swim class with the lifeguard certification option, third 9 weeks, at a specific hour in the day, please type that in the notes box if you are interested. And a reminder, if you are taking early bird, line 7 will be an elective line. Marching band. On line 7, select marching band if you are interested in participating in that for first semester only. Second semester, add PE or dance. And on line 6, select concert band second semester. Please check the image to make sure that it matches. Again, this is only for students participating in marching band. Some final reminders: if you have signed up for dual credit courses, please be sure to check out the counseling website for additional required steps. If summer driver's ed 2 is offered, the forms will be available after spring break. The counseling office does not schedule driver's ed 2, so please do not put it on your form. It will not take a slot on any one of your lines. There are many elective videos available for you to watch on the website, which is again linked on the top right-hand corner of your course selection form. So be sure to check out those videos before the form is due, and double check that your backup courses are all filled in, and make sure you have 4 different courses listed. Do not leave this area blank. They are numbered by preference. So number 1 would be your top elective backup choice, then number 2, and so forth. If you leave your backup courses blank and there's a conflict with your schedule next year, your counselor would choose a class for you. So make sure you fill out all 4 lines and choose classes that you would be willing to take in case we need to pull you from them. Be sure to reschedule any required courses that you may have failed previously, and be sure to put down what your career path is. If you are undecided, then try putting your top 3 possible career paths, or at least put a narrowed down area that you are interested in. The more information we have, the better able we are to guide some of you with your course selections. If you have any notes or questions for your counselor, this is a chance to put those down. Make sure you go over this form with your parent or guardian and put your student initials at the bottom of the page when you're done. That concludes this presentation. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions about the course selection form or the course selection process, please reach out to your counselor.